This video features the 9 attitudes of mindful coaching, which, when contemplated and incorporated into our coaching practice, can be a great benefit to our clients. Let's get started. As many of you may be aware, the 9 attitudes of mindful coaching are derived from Jon Kabat-Zinn's 9 Attitudes of Mindfulness, which originally appeared in his book, Wherever You Go, There You Are. In that book, he actually had 7, but over the last few years, he's added 2 additional attitudes, which we will cover as well today. Listed here are the 9 attitudes of mindfulness as created by Jon Kabat-Zinn. The last 2 are his most recent additions. We will also be discussing numbers 5, 6, and 7 together today as one attitude: non-striving, acceptance, and patience. While we may be able to say, yes, those are different, there are many commonalities amongst them, and I will describe that when we get to that point. Kabat-Zinn has said that the beginner's mind is something that we can use in every aspect of our lives, and so why not include that in our coaching practice? Especially if we consider the importance of awareness in the present model of coaching. ICF encourages 80% of the time to be devoted to awareness. That's as of 2021. When we think of that, having a beginner's mind is terribly crucial in helping us be aware of where our clients are, not assuming that they are the same client that we saw the last time. This can help encourage a healthy curiosity that we can direct towards our client and what our client is telling us, and maybe what our client isn't sharing. And it opens up so many new possibilities in the realm of coaching, not only for ourselves as coaches, but for our clients. As coaches, we're encouraged to see our clients as creative, resourceful, and whole. And yet, it's not unusual for a steady stream of judging thoughts to run through our mind about ourselves, about our clients, about others. Kabat-Zinn says in this attitude of non-judging to just notice those judgmental thoughts, let them go, and as coaches, then, we can return to our client with positive regard. Judging our judgmental thoughts is actually counterproductive because it takes us further away from the present moment, and it makes it more difficult for us to have a mind of compassion for ourselves as well as for our clients. Therefore, when we notice these judgmental thoughts, we just simply acknowledge that they're there and then let them go, returning to our client and being as fully present as we possibly can with our client. Our next attitude of mindful coaching is letting go. There are many things actually that we can let go of that may be harmful in one way or another in our coaching relationship. For example, we may need to let go of expectations of ourselves or even our client. Letting go of expectations wisely allows us to have a less judgmental attitude towards ourselves, be more forgiving of ourselves and our client. We also may need to let go of our agenda. We go into a coaching session thinking, this is what I'm going to achieve with my client today, and maybe our client isn't there. Remember, we're not driving the bus, they are. So by letting go of our agenda, we make room for theirs. We also need to let go of our expectation of the way we feel things should be. As humans as well, we often want to be right, and we need to let go of that as well as our need for being seen as the expert. Letting go of our expectations helps us accept the way that things are currently. This doesn't mean we don't hold our clients accountable. This just means that we are able to accept where our clients are. We can meet their in accountability with compassion and understanding, our clients will respect this, and we can also still be firm but kind and reminding our clients of our goals. We just don't have to get torn up about it. We don't have to engage in any sort of internal conflict with ourselves or conflict with our client. Trust is an interesting attitude and one we often think of as necessary for successful relationships. This is why, as coaches, we are encouraged to adhere to an ethical code of conduct. Trust goes much further than this, however, as we need to trust our clients. By doing so, we acknowledge that they're creative, resourceful, and whole. We acknowledge their strengths. We acknowledge that they are capable of doing whatever it is they set out to do. We also need to trust ourselves as coaches so that we're not doubting ourselves as we're listening to our clients, second-guessing ourselves. Reflection is a wonderful thing to do, but is often best done after the session is over. Lastly, we need to trust the coaching process. Sometimes this may mean that it seems like we're off the road with our clients. We're in uncharted territory. We're somewhere we didn't expect to be. By trusting the coaching process, we acknowledge that our client may not always have the results that they want at the end of a session, but that through the coaching process itself, they will discover the answers that they're looking for. This helps prevent discouragement with ourselves or our client over the long run. Kabat-Zinn has expressed that these 9 attitudes of mindfulness share some commonalities, and I think this is especially true of non-striving, acceptance, and patience. With all 3 of these, we're letting things be as they are in that moment. This attitude truly allows us to have our client stay in the driver's seat, to have them control the agenda, to have them take responsibility for their attitudes and actions. This attitude is also an important one to have because we, as our client's coach, may be one of the few people that demonstrates this in their life. This attitude is also helpful to calm stormy waters if our client is upset, agitated. Practicing this attitude too, like so many other of these attitudes, saves us from so much inner stress and turmoil. As coaches, we can practice generosity by demonstrating our care for our clients, by taking some extra time to be with them, to give them our fullest attention and presence. We can also understand that this vehicle that we are engaged in is a true gift to our clients and to our communities. We can also practice generosity by making sure we're caring for our colleagues, by helping them in times of need, by sharing resources and understanding. Our last attitude is gratitude, and there is so much for us as coaches to be thankful for. We can be grateful for our clients, not only because without them we wouldn't have a job, but because without them we wouldn't have so much insight into our world. We can also experience gratitude for our teachers and mentors, those coaches that have come before us, for truly we stand on the shoulders of giants. Even I, as a very young coach, have been the recipient of much kindness from a variety of coaches, without whom I wouldn't be and know what I do know and be able to contribute to my clients in the way that I do. And lastly, we can be grateful for all whom we cross paths with on our coaching journey that makes this journey possible. You can think for yourself who that might be, whether that's an understanding spouse or a friend. Someone is there to help you satisfy your personal needs, so that way you can be fully present for your clients. We've just completed a whirlwind tour of the 9 attitudes of mindful coaching. Some of you may wish to have heard more about some of them. I welcome your comments and questions, and I also encourage you to try these out for yourself. These attitudes are great not only to think about now, but to think about as a progression in our coaching. So, where are we in a week from now with some of these attitudes? How do these attitudes play out in our coaching practice 2 or 3 months from now? I'd like to thank you now for your attention and to wish you the best with your mindful coaching practice.